Hey team, I'm coming on to do a training on how the potential of one good party. So I'm coming on, I'm trying to do really quick because I want my team to also see this. So I'm gonna come on, hi Melissa. I'm gonna go and do a watch party on our team page. So I'm gonna quickly do that while I'm doing, hi Blair. Hi Ashley. Ashley, you should be out having coffee with friends, or what are you doing on here? I'm going to do a quick watch party. I've not done it before. So, groups. Just in case, because I have so many new team members on my team. Blair, I don't know, maybe you can work on that while I'm doing this. I don't know if you can. Oh my gosh, you need more parties this month. Yeah, right. So, can you do it after? Add videos? Groups? Oh, they're lives. There we go. I should have labeled this. Okay, Blair's going to try for me while I'm doing this. I should have labeled it before I came on, but when I get off, I'll edit what this training's all about. So I did a little, actually even have a PowerPoint. Thanks, Blair. So yeah, we have a lot of new team members on our team too, and they haven't quite joined all of our groups yet. So I wanted them to see too. So, introduction. My name is Nicole Wilkins. I am a senior director under Ashley, and I have been doing this for 16 months now. And oh my gosh, that's huge. And I've been doing this for 16 months now. And Ashley asked me to do a training, and we are trying to figure out a way to do a training that would be beneficial for so many new people. Because of the October joining incentive, we have so many new friends and so many new opportunities for us. And we wanted to kind of share with you how your business can kind of just manifest itself over even just one good party. So if your goal every month is just to bonus qualify, we recommend you doing 2 to 4 parties a month. And I know that seems a lot, but if you're doing one a week, that seems pretty doable. The way that I kind of structure how I do parties, and I have my team kind of run the same way, I do my incentives based on that, is I like to double up my parties in the first 10 days of the month, and I spend the next week or so without any parties, and I focus on my pondering page, which is just a page that you can create to post information about Color Street and anyone that's kind of inquiring about the business, give them a little bit of a sneak peek about it. And I focus on that group, and I do my girls game night in my VIP group that week. And if you bonus qualify every month, and you're getting those emails from Amanda Yoakum, which are amazing. She already sets up our girls game nights every month for us, or she even has more than we need. I never get to use all of them. I only do a girls game night on my page once a month, so I do it during that week. And then the end of the month, I work on pushing. So if I didn't feel like I met my goal, I will go on and try to find other parties or a new way to reach whatever sales goal that I'm looking for. So I spend that 1 week in the middle of the month to just kind of spend time with myself or spend time with my husband, and I don't run any parties that week. So I do like maybe 2 or 3 parties at the beginning of the month, and then 2 or 3 parties at the end of the month. So it seems doable once you get the hang of it, but we kind of recommend you doing 2 to 4, and then sometimes you'll get just that one great party that will get you bonus qualified, and if that's your goal, you can start focusing on some new goals. So when I first started, Ashley will tell you, I was like, look, I have my coffee. I just want to pay for my coffee without feeling bad. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I stopped teaching because my son had some feeding issues when he was born. And so after he was 3 months, he was making great progress, and I didn't want to leave that for anybody else to deal with. And so I decided to leave my job teaching and stay home with him. So I became a stay-at-home mom. So I went from having my own money to not. I do have an older son who I left teaching before for him, but I had gone back in the meantime. So I already knew what that kind of stress was going to be like. We already, my husband and I have already established a good relationship around finances. However, I can't help it if I'm spending a ridiculous amount of money a month on coffee. So I decided when Makai, my youngest, was about 9 months old, a lot of what he was going through was doing much better. So we decided that I probably need to find something. And so I never have been in direct sales before. I've never been interested in direct sales. My sister is probably watching right now because she just joined my team last week. But she has been in direct sales for the last 7 or 8 years. And she's always asked me to join. And I always told her no. But I tried Color Street. The next morning after I tried them, I called Ashley. We had about an hour and a half conversation, and I immediately joined just because I loved the product so much. Getting my nails done was something else that I spent money on, and I decided that that's probably something that I knew that I would be a returning customer. Unfortunately, that very day that I decided to join was my brother's birthday, and he had passed away at that time more than 11 years ago. So I woke up that morning and the nails made me happy, and so I figured it was making me happy and it was going to save me money. So I decided to join. But my goal only was to really just see where it would take me, not really to grow a team, and I didn't really plan on that, but Ashley had other plans for me, and if you guys all know Ashley, you know that she has plans for all of us. So it definitely gave me the push to start growing a team after she helped me out and started understanding that that's probably the avenue that I wanted to go, because my goals kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So I know it's really difficult. We did a booking blitz on our team page couple weeks ago, and it was very difficult for some to reach out to your personal friends and family to get you started on doing a party. I will tell you that even if they are not interested in the nails, them throwing a party for you, you can still explain to them that you don't need to love the nails to host a party for me. I just need your people. I need to grow my business. I need to grow my customer base. Your launch party, your closest friends and family have already supported you. And so you're coming off of that high of, oh my gosh, this is amazing, to holy crap, what do I do? So I asked my very first party was my sister-in-law. And I asked her to do a party. She loves to go to the salon. Her girls are older now. They're adults. So she's not in the same stage of life that I am, with not having enough time nor the finances to go all the time. So she's in a really good place where she enjoyed just the time being at the salon, but she threw a party for me anyway because she's been in direct sales and know what that's all about. So because of her party, which didn't have very many in sales, but it didn't even reach the first tier of rewards, it still kept growing my business. So I had several zero parties, goose eggs, big fat zero parties, but my mindset was never, this sucks. My mindset was, well, at least I got 4 people in my VIP group now. Well, at least I know that so-and-so was interested, and I got 1 customer out of the deal. And then because of those zeroed parties, I kept getting other little parties, and sometimes they would be 150, sometimes they wouldn't. And I just looked at it more as I was growing my customer base. So if you have the mindset and you don't feel as if your parties are rewarding you, I encourage you to just continue to treat all parties the same. Have just as much energy as a zero goose egg party as you do as a $600 party. And if you think a $600 party can't happen, you just wait and see. But I just encourage you to continue on that path in the mindset of, yeah, I gave away a free set of nails for the hostess. Yes, I gave away a free set of nails when that party reached 150. But at the same time, these people that are trying the nails that I just gave a free set to probably never would have bought them online, because if they're only willing to try 1 set, they're not going to pay $17 for it online. 1 set of nails, $13 plus tax plus shipping, ends up to be about $17 for just 1 set. So if you want them to try it, just give it up and just treat that party the same way, and then eventually I promise you they'll come back around. And I can tell you why I know that. So what else was I going to say about the parties, though? Oh, it'll come back to me. So anyways, reaching out. So I exhausted my immediate family members, and I don't have a lot of family support, so I immediately had to start working on my friends. So I reached out to a friend of mine. Oh, I know what I was going to say. So when I did my taxes, I joined in August, and I ended in December 31st for that first year. That's all the time that I've had as a stylist. I tallied up all the free sets that I gave away, and I just put a price tag on all of them, and it ended up being $633 worth of nails that I gave away from August to December. I know it sounds like a lot of money, but I also closed out 2 parties at $1,000. That's 27 sets each. So roughly I did not give away as much as it sounds money-wise coming out of my pocket, but I did invest in giving away a lot in the beginning because I knew that getting these on people's fingers was what's going to get them to be a returning customer. So going back, I decided to reach out to a friend. I decided to reach out to a friend to do a party for me. She was a teacher with me a long time ago. A little backdrop. I live in Raleigh now. I moved away to Charleston. So when I came back to Raleigh, I lost a lot of my friends. They had grown and got married, had kids. And so when I came back, I kind of started all over again. So one of the people that I gave a free set to, I asked her to host a party for me. And then she was like, yeah, sure, but can I do it such and such time? I think it was in January. And I'm like, sure. She's like, because for Christmas, I want to buy all my friends' nails. So she became a really great customer first. I took all my nails over to her. She saved on shipping and tax. I let her rummage through all of them. I still gave her the buy 3 get 1 free deal. She's like, I'm going to buy these for my friends for Christmas, and then when I have a party in January, they're all going to want to buy. So I'm like, perfect. That sounds great. So I'm going to turn this around because I have a little... It's not great, guys. Trust me. I've been out of the game a long time, so my slides aren't perfect. But let's try this out. So meet, if it wants to turn. I don't want to play. There we go. So meet Corinne. Meet Corinne. She is, like I said, old teacher friend of mine. We reconnected a little bit, but I wasn't super close with her at the same time. Around this time, we've since grown. But she decided to have a nail bar, and this was my first $300 nail bar because she put in the work. So we don't always find these amazing hostesses that want to buy all their friends nails in the meantime, but at the same time, this still could potentially happen once you start reaching the mark of getting over the $300 in sales. So Corinne's little boy was in a daycare, and Corinne wore the nails everywhere she went. She asked me for samples upon samples upon samples because she took them with her wherever she went. She gave her son's teacher a set of nails, a nail sample as well. And then, so from her party, meet Courtney. So many of you on my team page know Courtney. Courtney, was a preschool teacher at Corinne's school, and look, she's loving our nails. This is was her profile picture for a long time. She decided to host a party. Now, Courtney now lives in Raleigh, but she's from upstate New York. So she had a party and invited her friends and family to her party. And let's meet some of her guests. So Courtney's party guests. Belinda is her, sorry, you can't see. Belinda is her cousin, I believe. And Belinda had a party for her, and it went to $425 in sales. Now, this is over the course of the last, 8 or 9 months. Belinda had a party several months after Courtney. She fell in love with nails, loved them, and decided later on that she wanted to host a party. Then, several months later, Miss Connie, her mom, and these people all became my amazing VIPs. They participate in every single girls' game night. They always win prizes. They love the giveaways. So, Miss Connie is an older lady. She is one of my I have maybe 2 or 3 customers that I allow pay me by check, and Miss Connie does not like the computer. So I cater to Miss Connie like no other. She is the sweetest lady ever, and because I cater to her, she says, you know what, you're going to make it easy for me. I know you know I don't like the computer, but I'm going to let you host a party for me. You're always so much fun. So I decided, Miss Connie is a assistant at a school in upstate New York where nobody has ever heard of Color Street. And Oop, let's go back. So I'm messing up my slides. Let me go back. Sorry, guys. So she had a amazing party because she's been for several months been talking up these nails. So she had a $764 party. So because her party was so amazing, Miss Elizabeth decides, well, if all these people are at my school and in need of nails, I'm going to become a stylist. So enter Elizabeth. Elizabeth's been with my team for the last 2 months, and she's bonus qualified last month, and she's already bonus qualified for this month. I'm so proud of Elizabeth. If you're watching, shout outs to you. I'm so excited for you. So this is one guest. This was Courtney's one guest, Belinda. Courtney had several guests. Her next guest is our beloved Christy Vaughn. So she hosted a $111 party and decided, she gave me a lot of stress, y'all. She decided at the last post, at the party poll post that says, if you would like to become a stylist, post the dancing emoji. And she posted the dancing emoji, and I just about fell out of my chair because we had talked about it. She decided no. And then at the end of her party, when it reached $111 in sales, she decided she was going to become a stylist. Now, then she has now signed Kelly over here. So Kelly is now under her and on her team. So Christy, because she started out with already having a party, she jumped on her party guests immediately and found people to do parties for her because she knew that having a launch party right away probably wasn't the best idea, because she already had the party and people had already bought from her. So she went straight into hosting her guests, and obviously because she became a stylist, all her party guests decided to host a party with her. However, if she had not signed, I probably still could have been partying up in New York. We're still on Courtney's guest. This was Courtney's guest. She has another guest coming. Meet Sarah. Sarah hosted a party, a $319 party. Sarah works in direct sales too, so she really worked hard. So upstate New York, everyone was a little bit reserved because they hadn't heard of the product at all. So she really worked hard for this $319, but people loved it. So from her party, I had Diana and Aaron and Brittany. So Diana had a party, and we stretched that party as hard as we could to get to 151. And remember, I treat every party the same. So Diana, I even did offered a bulk order in her party to get her to that 151, because your goal as a stylist is to get your hostesses the rewards that you can. And I even believe that she took at least 6 weeks. Oh yeah, because we can keep the party open for 60 days. She took like 6 weeks to get this, but I wanted her to get this reward, so she did. And then meet Erin. Erin is also a teacher at Sarah's school, and she got her party to $163. Now meet Brittany. She ordered from Sarah's party, and then she has been in direct sales before. She saw the potential in Color Street, and she became a stylist right away. Now, are you guys ready for this next slide? Now, this is going to blow you away. This is Brittany. Brittany's big arrow going to the next slide. Oh, I forgot. Let's go back up to Diana's party. How can I forget? So Diana's party had 2 party guests that decided to host the party. Now Amanda's party reached $98. We didn't get her to rewards in time for that 60 days, but I will take anything I can get. And then Jennifer decided to have a party, and at $49 in, my girlfriend over here, Jennifer, decided to become a stylist as well. So she has been rocking her business as well. She has bonus qualified every single month since she's been a stylist, and she kills it. So now going back down here to Brittany. So Brittany became a stylist as well from Sarah's party. And then, so her arrow goes to, now check out Brittany's team. I'm move the camera back. So here's Brittany's team now. She is a team leader. She has 4 level 1s, and then her enrollees, Evelyn, in the first month that she became a stylist, signed on 2 ladies, and then Mary was also a direct. Dorothy was also a direct enrollee from Brittany, but Brittany is structuring her team to start working on being director. So she moved Dorothy under Mary. So this is all Brittany's doing. She enrolled Chelsea, Mary, Evelyn, Tracy, and Dorothy. So this is what I mean by saying how one good party can lead you to great success if you are diligent and work with your people, work with your hostesses, cater to them, cater to your guests, cater to your hostesses, and continue to work on that. Let's see. Yes, yep. And then so the joke is Sarah, who you saw as a party guest, as one of Courtney's party guests, posted on her personal page the other day. And if you were on her personal page, you would see a million nail fees. Sarah would love to become a stylist, but she already does direct sales and it works for somebody else. And so she said that she can't handle two things right now, and she already loves the company that she works for, so she won't jump ship, but she always says stay tuned because she's not sure if one day she might join Color Street because she loves it so much. But she posted on her personal page the other day, oh my goodness, I can't believe that I've introduced all of these people. And so I had to correct her and say, no, Courtney did. So, but Courtney is still a really good friend of mine. She has helped me out in several events, even locally. She comes and helps me apply the nails to people walking by at events that I do here. And Courtney would also join. However, she is in the process of adopting. So she's super busy right now in that process. So I don't pressure her at all to join. I do joke with her like I did with Brittany's watching. So I did that with a couple of my downlines that I have now, as I joked with them, because you always can see potential in some of the new, some of your VIPs, how amazing that they would be as stylists. So yeah, I don't pressure. I just joke and they end up joining and then they do great. So one of the other things I wanted to talk about going back. So my sister-in-law was my very first party, a flopped party, big goose egg zero, or maybe it had like $40 some in sales. So she doesn't wear the nails. She's been watching my business blessings, and obviously we chat about the nails all the time in the business in general. To avoid Facebook, or just in case of Facebook jail, I added her to my team page when I first started it because I wanted to make sure, in case I ever went to jail, that I would have somebody that was in there as an admin that would be able to get me back in if I needed to. So she's been watching my team page for a long time and decided just this month that, hey, this is a great business opportunity. I'm going to start still getting my nails done, but I'm going to do them clear coat, and I'm going to wear the strips, and I'm going to sell them. So I'm telling you guys, like, even if you have the zero parties, even if you don't think that it's moving, even if you stay consistent and you still treat every party and every person and every hostess as they are walking into a boutique, a fine high-end boutique, and you're catering to them, they're going to come back around in some way, shape, or form. Now, I wish I had enough time because I did the slideshow yesterday. I will be doing a presentation for Kelly France in January because of the sales she's doing everybody that's on her team that had the top sales in their state at conference, doing a little bit of a training. And it's a little bit different from that. I will kind of use a little bit from what I talked about in this training on that training. But for that training, I should have even for this one, not only did those party guests have parties of their own, I have guests from those parties that are still in my VIP page that order regularly from me, that are always on. So I could have easily pulled from the VO if you ever are in need of doing that to see which people are spending the most money. You can go in the VO and under customer, let me see if I can do it for you. I escape. And you can go into your customers, and this is off topic, but I can't help myself. Let's see. If you're in your VO, let me turn it around. And you go to customer orders, and then you go to all orders. You can do a spreadsheet. And if you wanted to just do this month or even this whole year, you can go back to January or from the start date to your end date and do it. And you can download an Excel report, and you can see it's up here. You can download an Excel report, and then you can see all of the orders that your customers have had. So if you see someone that's placing a ton of orders on their own, and you could sort it by name. Let me just get this off. and you can sort it by name, A to Z, and then you could see how many like reoccurring orders. I see this Abby chick just ordered 4 times from me, 3 times from me in the past month and a half. I see Alex has ordered from me since I started several times, and then I see Alexis has done a couple times. I see this Amanda, a couple Amandas. I have one Amanda that she just had a party for me, ordered from me 4 times. So if you go through and check, you can see Amy Waters ordered this many times. And a couple other, they're all mixed in. I should have sorted by last name. It would have been easier. But if you see how many times they're ordering from you, you can go in and ask them to host a party for you, because you want to get them free sets. They are your VIPs who are rock stars, and you want to spoil them, and then you can ask them to do a party. And you never know, you could end up with several new teammates. Let's see. If you want to ask me any questions, keep asking. Hi, Sarah. So many people are on here. You can keep asking me. You can start asking questions while I'm still chatting. Let's see. And I feel like I'm missing other parties from that, because I was in upstate New York. Finding these little pockets are amazing. When you find a little pocket that's never heard of Color Street, then you're in there for a long time. I had to kind of weasel my way out, because I had so many other. The interesting thing is I was hosting a party by somebody from one of those parties, and all of a sudden I had a new downline start up, and it was Brittany's new downline, Chelsea, and she showed up in my party. So I saw her pop up on my VO as a new stylist, and then I saw her entering the party as a guest, and I said, hold up, what are you doing here? And she said, this is my sister's page, and her sister didn't know that she had just signed up as a stylist. So I pulled all my links, told Chelsea to create a link and throw that in there, and I still helped her. It was her first party. I still helped her get through that party, but let her get all the commission. So once I started seeing that there were so many connections there, I kind of started inching back and getting out of that area, so that my downlines could have their locals to themselves. So I'm not seeing a ton of questions here, but you can continue to ask them as they're going on. This is a quick training. And like I said, not every party does this. I can give you another example. I didn't do this one because it wasn't as profound, but it's still really, really good. Is that Elizabeth Rudy? Might be watching right now still. She was someone I taught with down in Charleston. I had a party with her. She became first of all, I added her to my VIP page, kind of snuck her in there a couple months after I joined. She never responded, never popped on. Then all of a sudden, she started popping on my VIP page, because she must have just started seeing the posts coming on. And then she messaged me and says, oh my gosh, I love these. I think they're great. My daughter's birthday is coming up. I want to get her a set, but I don't think it'll be here in time. Enter me. I'm going, what do you want? I have some. I'll send them to you ASAP. And I sent her 2 sets of nails, and then she did a buy 3 get 1 free online. Fell in love with the nails, hosted a party with me. Her party quite didn't get to 300 on its own. We had to help it out a little bit. I had another friend that needed to place an order, and I had her place an order to get her to that $300 mark. But she had people join her page, and any of her friends that could invite other friends, she did. And so then enters Betsy. Betsy and another VIP member of mine. Her name is Michelle. Betsy and Michelle were not friends of Elizabeth, but friends of a friend, and they joined the party. Betsy decided to become a stylist, and then later on Elizabeth decided to become a stylist. Michelle decided to have a party. Michelle was my very first $600 party. She just killed it. She invited everybody that knew that would really be genuinely interested in the nails. When I told her she got up to $400 and the next tier was $600, she was like, leave it open, we got this. So she talked to her sister, she talked to a couple of friends, and she got them to join. So she knew a friend that also lived out in Wisconsin, and she hosted a party. Her name is Krista. She hosted a party for me. Her party also, I told her how much Michelle's party reached, and then her party also got over $600 in sales. A month or two later, I get a message at 6:30 in the morning. They're an hour difference from us. I got a message at 6:30 in the morning from Krista and said, tell me what I need to do to sell these nails. And then there she's been on. She's since added 3 people to her team, and she typically gets between 7 and 10% enhanced commissions every single month. So even the parties that you have to help or drag out as long as you can to help them get to their goals are the ones that are going to be the most profitable for you. But even the zero ones have potential to grow your team and your business. So Nicole. Yes, so that you can. So Nicole asked that if somebody's in the middle of the party, like Christy and Jennifer they were in the middle of their party and decided to become hostess. So any sales that were made prior, and this is a good tip for you guys. Any sales that were made prior to them joining, they cannot get commissions on. They all come to me or they come to you. So when they flip a party, the first thing that you do is that you pull all the links from their party. You make sure that nobody else can order on their party, and you, as we know, once you become a stylist, you can get a party link ASAP. So that's what I do. I stop the party immediately. I get them their link set up right away, and I change out all the links. Now, another trick is if that party is one order away from $300, you want to get that one last order in, because then that person that's getting started can get those free sets, 5 to 6 sets for free, and they can sell them then. So you want to still let them get that. So it's a little bit tricky. You want to make sure that your sales are nowhere close to rewards, because you want them to still get the rewards, because they can then later sell them, and that's also helpful for their business. So you cannot backtrack any sales, but you can stop the party right then and there. And then people that may not have decided to order may be more inclined to order because now their friend has become a stylist and they want to support them. So I always tell people, even people that have parties that are only 150 or maybe not even getting to rewards, and they think that they might want to become a stylist, I always tell them people are so much more inclined to help you out when you become a stylist and you have a launch party versus you just having a party. So that's never an indicator of how successful you can be as a stylist. But because I had this experience with both Jennifer and with Christy, I start telling every single hostess that I have of these occurrences, and I tell them, if you want to become a stylist, or if you've even thought about becoming a stylist, I've had 2 people or 3 people now that decide to join in the middle of their party, and if that's the case and you're thinking about it, I want you to get the commissions. I don't need the commissions. I want you to have the commissions. So if you're even thinking about it, want to chat about it, let me know before your party starts. So I always tell them before their party starts, if they're interested, then they might want to consider it before their party so that they can get all the commissions. And I get people all the time that say, well, I haven't had a party yet. Should I see what it's like first? And I'm like, well, I mean, you can still be successful, like I said, after you've had a party. But I kind of started the same way. So I talked to Ashley. I'd never had a party. She was great. She asked me if I wanted to do a party ASAP. I said yes, but I want it to be my launch party, and I want the commissions because I know my people, and I know I have a lot of teacher friends, and I know that they don't have a lot of disposable income. So I want them to order from me as a stylist, so that way even if I don't get to the $300 mark, I was very surprised. I don't have a lot of support family wise, so I was very, very, very surprised that I got to the $300 before my launch party even happened. But it started making me realize that that's kind of the way to go. So I try to always ask people beforehand, and that might get you a stylist that you didn't think of too. So that was Jennifer. I told her, hey, you really love these nails. Do you want to be a stylist? And she was like, I just don't think I can do it right now. I don't think I can do it right now. And then she got her first sale, and then it was the night of her party, and she says, hold up, I think I want to do this. And then we switched everything out right away. So that's why her party was at $49, and that's why Christy's party was at $111. Yes, always ask your hostess. So Patricia just tagged some people. So let's see. All right, so if there's no more questions, you can leave them. I will start, I will be able to comment back to you guys. Hopefully, this is sharing to my team page too. And I will add a title, Blair. Don't pick on me. I always forget to add a title to my lives. So I will add a title, and then you guys get with me. You can PM me too if you have any personal questions. I'm here to help. All right, guys, have the best rest of your weekend. I have not gotten my tree or my decorations together for Christmas, and my kids are itching for that. So that's what I'm doing for the rest of the day. So I hope you guys are spending some family time today too. Yay! Good job. Okay. Love you too, Blair. All right, bye, guys. Thank you.